Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again today, people. Today we're here for Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode 26, and in this episode is a lot going on. And this episode has a very type like weird kind of ending, and also like we're getting some kind of hints or some kind of little things going on with Taya's teacher slash his mentor kind of dude. Basically Taya has been tasked to deliver something to this basically to like this chemistry lab, and yeah, so he's headed there with him and Sachiro, and we see that our three are basically they're kind of upset about being alone again after King-Ohger has basically been like taken care of, and we see that they basically just decide that, hey, we're gonna, they have flashbacks of Madrex, and they basically is like, we're gonna, do something that's gonna like, show like appreciation to him. So they end up creating another auto monster, which is the same like toilet monster that he made last time, and apparently this one is supposed to be like more powerful. He has like an ability where he uses like a plunger, and he uses it on people, and he pulls like a toilet paper roll out of them, which leaves them highly fatigued, and when they're highly fatigued, that basically takes gasoline from them. So they're doing that sort of around the city. We see that Sakito and Bune Diesel, they kind of get like the little inkling that they're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, that the three other are doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and they kind of tail them it takes them kind of like by surprise. We also see that Saiba, she is at the ISA headquarters, and she's talking to her boss, and while she's talking to her boss, she's basically telling him all the things about basically about the Boonboomger. We get like a little recap side clip kind of thing, and she's describing each Boonboomger to him, like basically she tells them their color, and she tells them like their stuff that they do outside of being the Boonboomger, and they have information on basically everyone except for Genba. And they talk about how Genba, like, they don't know Genba's past, they don't know where he's from, they don't know like anything else about him other than what he does for the team. That's all they know about him. And the boss dude, he's kind of like iffy on iffy on Taya. He talks about how like maybe like him being a delivery man and him always trying to make sure that the package gets where it's supposed to be could possibly harm him one day. And we see that Saiba is like basically describing everything and showing that she kind of has to like a lot of respect for them, and she kind of sees them as her friends to a degree, but she's still kind of serious about her job. And she does do some gushing over Boondario, and she actually pulls out a figurine of Boondario in his Megazord form, and she's like really giddy and stuff about it, and he's like, all right, cool, get that out of my face, type of thing. And we see that the flush monster is basically out doing this thing, and basically everybody kind of gets the call to go, hey, all the monsters are here, we gotta go take this thing down. And we see what everybody was basically doing while they were see what everybody was basically doing while this thing was attacking. Everybody was basically like doing their regular old thing, their regular jobs, stuff like that. We see that Sakito is the one that kind of like intercepts them first, and he's fighting the auto monster when everybody else gets there. And then we see that Sachiro starts to go through a little bit of PTSD when it comes down to this thing, because he knows that when it shoots you with its water, you basically like go into a state where you start like you become fully open, and you start to like say all your secrets and things like that. And like everybody's kind of like, I mean, that's not really that bad. I mean, but Sachiro's like, no, that's bad, you can't do that. So they're fighting him, and we see that everybody kind of like, just about everybody kind of gets splashed with the water and stuff. But turns out like the water is like different, it's not the same as the other auto monster, so it's just basically regular water. And the only new thing he kind of has is that like that demon plunger thing that he had. So they ended up battling him. We see that Sashiro ends up getting splashed, but it doesn't do anything. And we see that Taya also gets splashed, but he turns around and he's in his 119 form, and turns out, hey, he said, hey, don't worry about it, man, this thing's waterproof. And I'm like, yo, out of nowhere. Should all of their stuff be waterproof? I feel like everything should be waterproof. They used a lot of stuff. Everything should be waterproof. So they ended up battling the monster, and when they ended up battling him, they ended up defeating him. When they defeat him, when they basically defeat him, they end up delivering the package to the chemistry lab, and everybody's kind of chilling, and then we see that Saiba, she asked her director. She asked the director basically like, "Hey, you knew what Cannonball was?" Cause she asked like, "Hey, how did you get that information?" And he was like, "I had my own source. You don't even know who that was, you know." And after the meeting and everything is over, he dismisses her. He talks about Taya again, like I said before, how he thinks that Taya is a very fascinating individual, and he talks about that maybe one day the things that he him being so determined to get the package the way it needs to be might end up causing him harm one day. But yeah, he ends up dismissing her. We see Saiba, he gives her back the figurine that she has, and while Saiba's leaving, she walks past Taya's teacher. She walks past him, but he looks like kind of disturbed. Like the way his face looked, the way his mannerisms were, it seems like he was up to something. That's what it kind of felt like. So while everybody's like chilling, everybody leaves, getting ready to leave or whatever, they see that the chemist lab has been they hear that the chemist lab has been attacked, and they see someone walking out of the chemist lab with the package that they just delivered. And it looks like we have a new Hashirada-sen general. He looks like it, bro. Looks like he got personality. We don't see him talk or anything, but we see him humming. He's holding the package, and when everybody looks at him, Genba gets really angry. He gets really angry. He doesn't even hench. He just runs straight to the dude and goes to attack him, and the episode ends off right there. So yeah, man, this was a good episode. Had some plot stuff going on, and you see that next episode, it seems like we're gonna learn more about Genba. Finally, we're gonna learn more about Genba, and it seems like he leaves the team in this episode, and everybody's gonna try to focus on getting him back. And Genba's whole personality is going to change next episode. Seeing he's gonna be more angry. We're gonna find out who exactly, why he is so angry at this one Hashirada-sen guy. Whew. But yeah, this episode is great. I'm seeing the whole we're starting to get back to some plot stuff, and we're kind of out of the window when it comes down to all the filler stuff, because a lot of episodes have kind of been just fillery, regular basic stuff, kind of regular episode type stuff with no real plot heavy type things going on. But it seems like we're getting back to that, especially with the introduction to this guy. But yeah, and also with Saiba was leaving, also we find out who Taya's his full rank. We know that Bune Diesel for some reason knew exactly who this guy was, and he's the boss of this tech company and stuff like that. And I'm just wondering, we see that he's in the ISA building, so why was he in the ISA building? What does he know? And also, who is the other source that the big boss was talking about, that her boss was talking about? And maybe Taya's mentor is that source. Maybe he is, and maybe that whole super happy-go-lucky personality that he has, maybe all a facade. Maybe it's all maybe he's secretly this big boss guy who's maybe secretly evil. I wouldn't say evil, but probably got his own plans that he's trying to go through. But yeah, he was there, and he most likely was going to talk to Saiba's boss. Probably going to talk to him. Most likely, they were both in the same hallway in the ISA building. So most likely he has a reason to be there. He has a reason for going there, and it seems like he was really looking for something. But yeah, I wonder what is the story that Genba has with this Hashirada-sen general. I wonder, because if he has history with this guy, most likely he's seen this guy before, and this guy has most likely done something that Genba hated. And Genba wasn't a Boonboomger back then, so possibly wasn't a Boonboomger when he met him back then, when he saw him back then. So this guy, see, most likely it's going to be a really big problem, especially since he just stole the package that they just delivered. But yeah, guys, other than that, this episode was great. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode 26. You guys let me know down there, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. And make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. And remember, stay henshined.